can do it. I can do what I've done with crazy shit 1,000 times before. I can do it. I can do it. I can do what I've done with crazy shit 1,000 times before. Just because I don't know how, that doesn't mean a thing. That's just what keeps my life a little bit more interesting. A little hardship and some penny scraping. Far from the course in a life of rubber tramping. Hi folks, what's up? It's been like a week or so since I streamed last. I didn't want to do a fundraiser stream per se. I wanted to do just like a recap of my last week because it was really, really fun and super awesome and cool. It was a blast. And I mean, you know, it's not every day that you get a free ticket to Wasteland Weekend, so I was very excited about that. I had a really great time, and folks showed me a lot of love, and yeah, it was incredible. And then after that, directly after that, I camped out in the middle of the desert within full view of the new detention center out there in the middle of the desert. That was pretty crazy. I posted about it on my Anarchist News page on Instagram. It was a really like harsh contrast, you know, just being out in the desert with really great people doing fun stuff. It was very beautiful. And then going out and finding myself face to face with the darkest parts of what's going on in the country right now. But anyway, it's been like that for me for a while. And so for the last couple years, I've been fucking grinding. And, you know, every time I start feeling like I'm catching a break and things are starting to get easier, I get blindsided with some crazy something or other. And this time was a real doozy. Today I found out that I can't renew my license unless I pay $680 to the state of Minnesota for a DUI that I got in 2022, 3 years ago. So I was in shock and really stressed out. Like, you know, I'd already gone through all of these other things, jumped through all these hoops to get as far as I have, and I was like, all right, sweet, now all I gotta do is just keep the course and everything's good, and bam, that happened. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm not gonna do a beggar stream, that's not my style. This is the first time I've done like a fundraiser stream, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that is that's way more important than what's going on with me. It feels weird to do a stream that, you know, like right now I would like to be doing a stream to bring awareness to any of the number of crazy things that are going on in the world. And I'll definitely talk about that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm doing my very second, the Forbidden First marathon stream. We don't talk about that one. My first actual official marathon stream. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on. We'll see. But my goal is I'm gonna try and raise as close to that amount as I can, with your help, of course. And whether you have anything to contribute or not, it's gonna be a fun stream. We're just gonna hang out and kick it. I got some weed that I got from our beloved captain who's here in chat already slinging links, and some keef here. But I'm gonna get me an energy drink too. I got an energy drink. I got a bunch of LaCroix. I will be open to doing some songs on my guitar. If somebody donates and they really want to hear one of my songs that I haven't played in a while, I'm super open to that. Shit, if you donate and you want to see me do some push-ups, I'll do that. I don't care. Like, I'll show you my ass maybe. I don't know. It's negotiable. I'm not trying to show you my ass, but fuck, like at this point, I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know how we're gonna make this happen, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's been intense. And if I don't get this paid up like today or tomorrow, it's going to be a much bigger problem, unfortunately, because my license renewal is like I need to have that done in the next few days, or else I don't know. I don't know how the system works. I lived in a bush for 10 years. I genuinely have no idea how this works. I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants. Noah says I got you covered regardless, Corn. Noah, that's really fucking kind of you. Thank you. I would not dream of asking you for that amount of money or anybody. I'm just putting it out there. Throw down what you want. Throw down what you can. Don't put yourself out on my account. If you're struggling, like don't feel like, oh no, I should give my last $5 to Cornelius. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. Okay, just having you here, having your presence here, is a lot. It's enough. I know a lot of you guys are just as poor as I am. A lot of you folks. And thank you, Noah, for your support too. A lot of support over the last few years. Really, truly, and there's a lot of you folks that have been doing so much. Like I don't like being in this position. I really don't. It sucks. I like being the person that even though I might only have $100 to my name, I want to buy you a drink or, you know, buy you a taco or something. Like this is this is. I swear to God, when I'm not in this position anymore, I'm gonna be hooking everybody up all the time. I'm gonna grab my energy drink. Hold on a sec. All right. So yeah, this could be a 2-hour stream. It could be a 5-hour stream. I don't know, but the bottom line here is we got to be able to. I don't know. I'm trying not to be like. I don't want to be like a downer. I really don't. I'm just stressed, and I'm live streaming for my life right now. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. So I guess I was gonna. Oh, Vanessa, you didn't miss the song. I just did like the first verse of that song. I'll probably end up playing another couple songs on stream. So what's been going on with me and my vehicle in a nutshell? A lot of you have been following along and you know all about what's going on because I've been talking about it a lot. But for folks that don't tune in as much or maybe are new, I was a wastoid crust punk for many, many years of my life. I don't regret it because if I hadn't done what I did, I probably wouldn't still be here today, to be perfectly honest. So, you know, sometimes the best option is a shitty one, but you just, you know, you make it work. I was a very miserable person and I didn't want to make it anybody else's problem, you know. But at a certain point, it kind of did become a problem for more than just me, and I ended up having to make a change. But up until that point, you know, I was drinking a lot and just like, you know, really, really struggling with myself. And I got a DUI in Minnesota in 2022, and that resulted in my license being suspended, and I couldn't afford all the classes and all the things that they wanted me to do to get my license back, and I really relied on that license. Being a traveler, like a rubber tramp, which is somebody that travels in a vehicle and lives in a vehicle and, you know, busts on the street and makes stuff to make their way, like, I really relied on my driver's license for my freedom, especially being an amputee. Sometimes I can't walk that great, like right now. The big reason why I've been struggling so much these last couple years is because I've been trying to get a prosthetic leg made to replace this one. Because when I quit drinking, after I got my DUI, there was a whole bunch of other stuff in between. I did it all on streams too, and talked about it through detox and retox and everything. Like, I didn't hide anything from you guys. Like, if I was relapsing, I'd be like, hey, you know what, I'm drinking, and I'm sorry, guys, but that's how it is, and I'm not going to be ashamed about it. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. That's just how it is. I'm not proud of it. It sucks, but that's where I'm at. And I've had a couple of series where I talked about mental health struggles while I was going through those mental health struggles in trying to get sober. And, you know, eventually I did quit almost 2 years ago now, after 3 years of trying and failing. And when I did finally quit for good, or for evil rather, I quit for evil, or for chaotic neutral, more accurately. I lost 75 pounds, dude. Like, if you've watched me in the past, like if you followed me back in the early days, I was you know, I was chubby. I was a big person, and now I'm not. Like this is what I got. This is what I got going for me right now. Like, I lost 75 pounds. I got a little bit of saggy skin now. It's starting to tighten up a little bit. A few months ago, like I had kind of like you know, a lot of extra just skin, loose skin, but it's starting to tighten up. Which is cool. I wasn't sure if it was going to. This is the first time I've ever lost 75 pounds in a few months. So I wasn't sure how that was going to pan out. But when I lost that much weight, my prosthetic leg didn't fit anymore because, you know, fat is everywhere. And even my nub I lost freaking 3 centimeters off my nub. 3 fucking centimeters. So obviously my prosthetic leg is just a big cup. Like it don't fit right anymore. And I've done a lot to like make it fit better. Like, check this out. I've shown folks this, but I've added padding in there so that it fits a little tighter in these certain areas. And I'm wearing a sock for extra padding. So I can walk, but it hurts a lot still because it's not a good fit. It takes a specialist to get a good fit. So I've been struggling with the insurance company covering a new prosthetic, and I've gone through 2 companies now that have not been able to provide anything for me. I'm looking into UCLA now, and getting the approval for that could take another month or 2, unfortunately. But hopefully once I get approved for that, I'll be on the road to actually getting a properly fitted prosthetic leg, and then I can get actually active. Because I don't want to just be a skinny motherfucker. I don't want to be like, oh, I quit drinking, now I'm skinny. I want to fucking get beefy, you know? Like, I want to get buff. I want to fucking work out. And that's a lot harder to do when you can barely walk. I've just kind of been keeping my leg elevated a lot for the last year and a half, unfortunately. White Russian says, I stopped drinking vodka over 2 years ago and lost 110 pounds. I have a turkey neck. Oh, God. You know what? Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. You know, better to have a turkey neck than a failing liver, am I right? Shit. I mean, I hope you got out of it before your liver started going, because that's rough. I've seen a number of my friends go through that. That's terrible. Donnie says, how do you afford insurance coverage? I am on public health insurance, California public health insurance. Zoe says, hi, Corin, I wish I could help. Hope you get everything. Thanks, Zoe. Yeah, you can hang out. You don't need to kick down to hang out. That's not the kind of streamer I am. If it was, then I don't know. I wouldn't be me. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Noah says, I think Minnesota would have been a better option for your life. Yeah, it would have been. And if I didn't have so much going on here, then I would have gone back a year ago, for sure. After that first clinic didn't work out. But now I have a lot going on with me. Here, I've gotten involved with T-Boy Wrestling and the Trans Dudes of LA and Misha's print shop and art. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, I would walk on an ill-fitting leg for another year if I had to continue being part of TDLA, which has completely changed my life. That was the curveball that I did not expect. Nobody can see that coming. And we're gonna be in Portland next week for more T-Boy Wrestling, and the T-Boy Wrestling tour of 2026 has just been announced. We're going to be in a number of major cities doing more wrestling for folks, and I think that's really important right now too, because socially it's a really tough time to be a trans person, and it's important to put yourself out there and be a presence in the world and have some good wholesome fun, so people can see that like we're not out here trying to hurt anybody. We're just trying to have fun and entertain people, So yeah, Minnesota doesn't have trans dudes of LA, so that's why I didn't go back. But you are right, Minnesota does have better healthcare right now, which is new in the last few years. Wrestling is badass. Yeah, the wrestling has been really fucking badass, y'all. It's been super cool. Kim says it's gotta be it's scary to be trans, all these psychos openly about. Yeah, it is. It's been scary. But yeah, so this is probably gonna be a long stream. I'm gonna keep my eye on my phone in case anybody kicks down. Again, I'm trying to raise I think already before I went live, the Colonel kicked down $100, and a good friend of mine who is the mom of one of my best friends who passed away a number of years ago. She kicked down $50, so we're at 150 already. So that leaves 50, 430, 330, 435, 6. Oh my god. 530? I don't know. Somebody do the math for me. I'm not, my brain. 680 minus 150. 530. 530. Okay, yeah, that's what we need to raise. I don't know how the fuck we're gonna do it. And if we don't, that's fine. It's fine if we don't. No pressure. I'm not pressuring anybody. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, what? Oh no, how could you guys not give me $530? That's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm just gonna do my best. And I know you guys are, doing your best out there. And Mish, my friend who's half of TDLA, said that he would cover, if we were a little bit short, that he would cover the rest. But, I don't want to take from the TDLA fund, because that's going to a lot of other trans dudes who are struggling, and also T-Boy Wrestling. I don't want to pull from that pot any more than I have to. But if we're a little bit short, that's fine. They will cover it. So that's yeah. Donnie says I'm working full time and don't qualify for government insurance. What should I do? Riot in the streets. Riot in the fucking streets, man. Seriously, that's whack. You should have health insurance. I don't know what to tell you, man. Noah says again, let me know at the end of the stream what you need and I gotcha. Dude, you're fucking awesome, man. Okay, thank you. I don't know when the end of the stream is gonna be. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mostly wanted to talk about. You okay, Satan? Mostly I wanted to talk about like recovery, and kind of like how I got here, because that's kind of how I got into this mess, Oh, that's somebody in another room knocking on something. I thought Satan was like gonna throw up. It sounded like, but it's somebody like banging on something. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I kind of just want to talk about like being in recovery, like from my unique perspective as a punk, like because that's how I got into this whole fucking mess, and it sucks, and it's embarrassing. It's still biting me in the ass, and I'm really trying to just move past it. It's been a 3-year fucking saga for me, And yeah, but yeah, a lot of you guys have been, a lot of you folks have been here through a lot of it, and seen me at my absolute worst, and like my least happy in my entire life. I've been on live, just trying to hold it together, and there's definitely been some sloppy ones for sure. But that's kind of my style. Like I don't hide from anybody. I don't try to lie about what's going on with me or anything like that. I practice radical acceptance and transparency in my life, and I think that's been a really important part of my development too, and how I got to this point in recovery. Because when you're in denial about where you're at, you can't accurately assess what you need to do, and then you just perpetuate your own personal hell. And you could spend your entire life doing that, just living in denial, making excuses for yourself, beating yourself up, etc., rinse and repeat. And I did that for a while too. I have done that. A lot of folks in here, and I'm really excited to see y'all. If any of you are in recovery or are currently using and you're sober curious or whatever, let me know. Hit up the chat. Let's have a conversation. If you have any questions for me, especially like pro tips, like as a punk in recovery, there's a special kind of niche for punk recovery, I think. Or I can tell you crazy drinking tales. I don't know, whatever. I'm just trying to fill as much time as I can, and hopefully by the end of the stream we'll have raised enough. Noah said he would cover the rest, which is extremely generous, and also TDLA will cover any extra that needs to be covered. I don't want just a couple of people to have to help me out and be my guardian angels. I want to give folks a chance to, a couple bucks adds up. $5 here and there, that adds up. But again, I'm not trying to pressure anybody, and I'm not going to be mad at anybody for not kicking on, especially if you've been part of the community for a while. Are we still here? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Let me know if y'all are still here. Janet kicked down $20 on PayPal. Thank you so much, Janet. Hell yeah. We're at 170 now. Let me know if y'all are still here. My chat might have froze too. Lots of spinning. Yeah, I think the fucking Wi-Fi might have gone out. I'm gonna hotspot off my phone and hopefully that will work. This would be a hell of a time for the Wi-Fi to be shitting out. All right. Let me know how the Wi-Fi, how the video is now. I'm on my phone, so that way it doesn't drop. All right, y'all still here? Cool. Let's see. And I don't know if I cut out, but I said, Noah, you can ask me an off-topic question. That's totally cool. Silver Sphinx says, I'll send you some money your way once payday gets here. I know the struggle when it comes to transportation. Thank you. I appreciate that. Vanessa says, oh, I love you at your best and worst, but I'm very happy to see you doing amazing. Thank you. Adventures of Robin Lana says, you've been through a lot of shit too. That song, Everyone is Beautiful But You, that song was stuck in my head while going through bad stuff, and it helped me. That was 6 years ago, Lana. Oh, thanks, Lana. Vanessa says, here and then kicked out. Noah says, so I'd like to get your opinion on something. I'm kind of confused or twisted on the whole outing of Mike Johnson. He's such an evil prick. I kind of feel it's justified. I actually don't really know I don't know who that is. If that's something that happened like really recently, I haven't heard about it. Mostly, I've been following what's going on with the flotilla Samud. That's right now. They just were boarded by Israelis and went dark. So my mind's been on that. Same time, it's never justified. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Let's take a look. That's a Republican speaker in the House of Representatives. Yeah, I don't really know about that. But if I wasn't doing a fundraiser stream today, then I would have been doing an anarchist news and talking about stuff that's been going on. So I'll look into that and form an opinion once I've actually read up on what's going on. Anyway. Let's see. I guess back on the subject of recovery, I would say that I'll think of like let's do 5 things that I've like learned being sober over the last year. And today I was taking one of my mandated DUI classes, and one of the topics that we were discussing was we watched like a video about this guy's story about recovery, and we were talking about different aspects of that. And one thing that really caught my attention and like I related to a lot was this dude was talking about how while he was in active addiction, he felt like a lot of social pressure. Like people would invite him out to go and like meet up at the bar and be like, oh, you got to meet my buddy such and such. He's a real riot, and you'll love him. And he would feel like obligated to go and and be like, oh, people need me around. They want me around. Like. And I definitely felt that a lot too. I used to get like really big FOMO when I heard that people were kicking it, and I hadn't heard about it. I felt like like people forgot about me, that kind of thing. There was a lot of like I guess I've worked through a lot of abandonment issues and like just wanting to feel included, and I feel like a lot of that is like autism too, and just like feeling that social pressure to go out and drink even if I didn't really want to. So I guess one thing that I learned in the last couple years not drinking is like you can go and hang out with people and not drink. I go to bars all the time and hang out with people and don't drink. And one thing, so like that's one thing that I've noticed is like, or realize like you don't have to do that. You don't have to go and drink booze to hang out with your friends. And another thing, really big thing that I've noticed is that like other people don't drink like I do. Like going to parties where people are drinking, I'll see people like taking a shot and I'm just like, oh, here we go. And then nothing happens. That's it. They just took a shot and then they're like, okay, I'm tired. I'm going home now. Like, I was just hanging out with a bunch of fucking filthy drunk punks, and I thought that was normal. It's like, oh, once you get going, you don't stop. No, that's not the case. Most people don't do that. Most people are just kind of chilling, and that's a big one that I've learned. Yeah, most people are not alcoholics. They can just drink and have a fun time. They can have one or two, and that's fine. They're not like, oh, now I need to drink the rest of the bottle, like me. Like I see it as a challenge, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, I can take that down. Like that's fucking stupid. It's so dumb. Um, White Russian says I don't wake up with horrible pain in my stomach. That's a huge plus. Yeah, that's really nice. That is nice. Um, Another thing that kind of on that topic, on that line of thought is like a big thing that I've learned is that I spent a lot of time not just doing activities that like revolved around drinking, but like that cut into my time a lot. Not, you know, not just going out and hanging out with people at bars and drinking, but then like the afterward, you know, when you're at home or wherever you're squat, wherever you're kicking it, and you're wasted, so you can't do fucking anything else. All you can do is just like make sure you get enough food in your body so you don't wake up too hungover, and drink a lot of water, and you know, like the aftercare, and then you wake up and you feel like shit, and then you have to take care of yourself. Then like it really took over my whole fucking life. And yeah, there was hardly it's a wonder that I found time to do anything else at all, and I really did. I did a lot of stuff. I built a lot of things. I built the library, did community resources, and did a lot of community work. And you know, I still did a lot of stuff. Like I considered myself a functional alcoholic, and to some extent that was true, but now I realize that I'm actually like a pretty functional human being, and I have a lot more time in my day to do things, lots of things, like be creative and practice my guitar more, and do art more, and get inspired, and enjoy things, and that's, I guess, where that was. Those are 3 things, and then 4 is the one thing that I've also learned is that like I wasn't actually enjoying things while I was in active addiction. I thought I was, because I was using alcohol to kind of like an analog dopamine release. You know, it's like, oh, I get this thing done, and then I can have a drink, and then I'll feel better. You know, like as like a reward. And like it wasn't really like the type of dopamine reward that a person would feel after accomplishing something. And I do like I don't know if my dopamine receptors are shot, or if it's just like the autism and the ADHD, but I don't really feel pleasure and like satisfaction like most people do, which doesn't change not drinking, but now I do genuinely feel joy. It took a while to start feeling it again, but I do. And I was scared for a while that I never would actually be able to feel real joy again. And that's when things were like really, really dark for me. Let's see, what would number 5 be? Top number 5 thing that I've learned in the last year or 2 in quitting drinking. I guess big one. A big one is like being able to build better relationships. There was a point in my life where I thought, and at that point it was true, that I couldn't date anybody who was not also an alcoholic, because I wouldn't want to put somebody else that wasn't already like in that through the experience of like loving somebody that is like slowly killing themselves. And I have missed out on a couple of opportunities to date people because of that. Because I'm very honest. I'm not gonna like act like, I'm not gonna tell people like I don't have a drinking problem when I do. So, there was a couple of situations where people were like, I'm really interested in you. I like you a lot, and I think you're really cool. And I'd be like, well, I gotta be real. Like, I'm an alcoholic. I've been an alcoholic for 10, 12, whatever, however many years. And, I'm not trying to quit. And they'd be like, okay, well, I appreciate your honesty, and I'm not looking to date an alcoholic, so sorry. And it's like, well, sucks. Sucks. Um, and I, like, a lot of the people that I used to think were my best friends turned out not to be. They were just opportunistic alcoholics who liked that I shared with them. And that's not all the people that I was friends with. A lot of the people that I used to drink with are still some of my best friends. But in quitting, I really learned who they were and which people weren't those people. Because, people's true colors show. So, yeah, that's the other big one, number 5. Building better relationships and being able to see more clearly, like, who's really here to be my friend and who's just here because they're an opportunist, right? All right. Noah says, so if you're going to be in slabs over, you can be in slabs over Halloween. If you are, I was thinking I might fly out. Halloween in slabs seems like a blast on a Friday this year. Yeah, I think I might be in slabs for Halloween. I'm not sure. My plan was I'm going to be in slabs from the 22nd till the 25th. Originally I said the 28th, and I probably will go back, but I'm trying to do a work party from the 22nd to the 25th, and then I got to drive back out here to LA, and I'm going to be operating a mechanical bull for a pre-Halloween party. It's a TDLA party, and I'm going to be throwing queers off of a fucking mechanical bull, so that'll be fun. And then I was probably going to go back to slabs for Halloween weekend, if not a little earlier, and stay there for a while and keep working on making the library much better so that it will be ready for this winter season, ready to rock, ready to serve the community. So that's kind of the grind I'm on. I'm kind of just floating between here in LA and Slab City, and working on the library and doing TDLA and wrestling and stuff here in LA. So if you want to be sure that I'll be there, come out on the 22nd to the 25th. And yeah, because I don't know if I'll be there for Halloween. I plan to, but also I'm not trying to go out either, for a different reason. If I do go out for Halloween, I'll be out, like, I'll be at the library, but there's somebody that I really don't want to run into, so I probably won't go out unless I know that they're not there. Wilma says it helps with awareness of what you do use medically and recreational now and a whole different POV of life. Yeah, definitely. Just having that awareness is really, really important and really awesome to have. Noah says party at the library. Fuck yeah, Halloween party at the library would be dope. It's yeah, Halloween in Slabs is really fun. It really is. A lot of folks come out, and I really hope that a lot of good folks will be coming out this year. I have a good feeling it's going to be a good season in Slabs. Captain's posting links. This is a fundraiser stream. I got hit with a surprise fee of $680 fucking dollars. Otherwise, I can't renew my license, and that's not good, because I need to drive to Portland for T-Way Wrestling. I need to get the mats up there. So I'm going to take a moment to ban this person, and I'm going to take a moment to look at my money links and see if anybody else kicked down so I can give you a shout out. Let's take a look here. Alright. Nothing new yet, except from Janet earlier. And thanks again, Janet. Um, if any of you want to get down with the kickdown, this is a fundraiser stream. I'm not leaving until we've got somewhere more in the ballpark of like $400 or something like that. So $5 goes a long way. I will do stuff for you, like within reason. You know, I'm not gonna do anything that'll get me banned from YouTube. But if you're like, hey, Corin, I really like that one song you play. Here's $10. I'll fucking play one of my songs for you or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you want to see me give Satan some cheese. You know, fucking send $5 and I'll give Satan some cheese. Yeah, I'll hold my dog's Joy ransom for fundraising. Actually, I'm gonna give her a treat in a second here once I finish the smoke. Freestyle rap. I that's in the realm of possibilities. I have been known to freestyle rap when I'm really, really drunk, which I obviously don't do anymore. that is the thing that I have done. I was at this fucking basement bando party in Minneapolis once, and it was a black folks party for sure, and it was really dope. I don't remember how the fuck I got there, but it was sick. And I remember hanging out with this OG, this fucking old head guy, and he had a bottle of Hennessy, and he thought I was really funny, and he kept sharing his Hennessy with me, and I was like, yo, I've never tried this before. I get it. I get why you guys drink this shit. And he's like, hey, yeah. And I got up on stage and did like a freestyle rap about like banging chicks or something like that. And people thought it was good. People were like, whoa. And I was like, that's the first time I've ever done that. It must be the Hennessy, I guess. I don't know. Just brought it out of me. That's funny. That's funny that you'd say that. And I got in this rap battle a few years ago drinking at the library bar with my friend. And we were rapping about like being wasteland vigilantes and like putting people in the dirt, like just ridiculous, all cap, all 100% cap, just like I'll fucking waste you and throw you in the ground, you know, like that type of shit. And it got like really intense. It's funny. Yeah, that is something that I have done. I have flow for about like 2 bars, and then I'm just like, I'm gassed after that. Hey, what's up, Rob K? How you doing? And if any of you want to fucking remind me of stupid shit that I've done while drinking on stream, feel free. I'm not ashamed. I am a bit embarrassed, but I'm not ashamed. I can't even watch my videos from back in those days, because I'm just like, oh my god, like, fuck. Like I wasn't saying anything that I wouldn't have said, like, I mean, I wasn't saying anything that wasn't true. Like, that's one thing that I always really liked about alcohol, is that it makes people less capable of being liars. Like, it brings out your true colors. So, you know, if you drink with somebody and they're not an asshole, even though you're fucking blackout blotto and fucking talking all sorts of shit, like, you know that that's a good person that you make a genuine connection with, you know? Like, it really, like, brings down those barriers. And I guess the worst I've ever gotten while drinking was just like misunderstanding a situation, like thinking something else was happening and getting upset about it. But like, I've never like harmed anybody, or like said some racist shit or whatever. Like, I don't know, like some people get drunk and their true colors come out and they're a total fucking scumbag. Yeah, that's something that I appreciate about alcohol, is that it brings people's true colors out. Wilma says, my humor is rough in drinking. Sometimes I fear people will misunderstand. I don't drink anymore for health reasons. That's cool. Yeah, I really just never want people to misunderstand what I'm trying to say too. So that's another big reason. Because like, while I might be saying something that's true, like I might say it in a way that comes across in a way that I don't intend it, and that does really scare me because I don't ever want to make people feel shitty, um, or feel bad. Cass says my connection isn't great, but these corn stories are gold. Hell yeah. Hold on, I'm taking a moment. Oh, Captain already got it. Nice. Oh, I was gonna ban somebody, but I don't have to because Captain's already slaying. There's a hidden comment from a troll that says, "Show us that big hog," and normally, normal YouTubers would have banned this person, but pay up, man. I'll show you a hog, man. You just gotta pay up. I want to see your fucking Cash App. Let's go, big dog. I'll show you something. Jesus says, "Hi, Corn Daddy. What's up?" Nice. Speaking of small dicks, there was a hidden comment, but I saw this trans dude with a T-shirt on at a party recently, and it said 2 inches, take it or leave it, and then it had like a cool, badass skeleton on fire, like on a motorcycle. Like, I need that shirt, man. I really do. Take it or leave it. Tristan Dating says, "I met you when you were drunk at the hot springs. You were kind of mean when you drink vodka." Oh yeah? That sucks. Yeah, I always stayed away from vodka for that reason, but sometimes, people would bring it around, and yeah, I do get very blunt and can hurt people's feelings, so I'm sorry about that. Ooh. Fermented potatoes, my dude. Yeah, those fermented potatoes will get you. They'll get you. Vodka is bad, man. Like, as far as the liquors go, vodka was always like the one that I avoided because something about it just like it does make people mean. And I've had a lot of bad experiences with people drinking vodka where they just get like mean and start trying to fight each other and shit. It sucks. I hate that. I had a hard rule at the library, like we don't serve cheap vodka, and if we do serve vodka, it's nice stuff and it's in a mixed drink. We don't do a schwill circle with vodka at the library. It leads to fucking fist fights every time, man. Wheezy says, "Tequila for me, that shit sneaks up on me." Yeah, tequila can make some people really mean too, for sure. Captain says, "Stick to baked potatoes." Hey, that's a good idea. Speaking of baked potatoes, I'm gonna roll a spliff here. I don't know where my... Oh, actually I do have a bowl. Hold on. And I gotta get Satan a little treat too. Dang, I actually don't know where my bowl is. That's unfortunate. But I'll find something. Satan's got a new toy too. Alright. Let's get you a treat, dog. It's Satan puppy treat time. And Noah says vodka Red Bull gives me superpowers. Oh, jeez. That's it makes you think you got superpowers. That's for sure. You want this? You want this, Satan? Yeah? Here you go. Crunch. Yeah. Jesus says, I like E and J with Dr. Pepper. Yeah, that's a fine combination for sure. E and J kind of has some weird qualities too. I don't know. I don't know what it is about E and J. I was drinking that for a while too. And yeah, that's when I was dating somebody that would get drunk and be really, really fucking mean to me. So I don't have too great of memories with E and J. The memories that I do have of it. Yeah. Let me take a look at my phone and see if anybody else got down with the kickdown. This is a fundraiser live stream. I got hit with a fucking crazy ass fee that I gotta pay like as soon as humanly possible so that I can keep my license, which got suspended because I got a DUI 3 years ago, and I'm still dealing with it. So cautionary tale to the folks out there: don't drink and drive. Like I did a lot, and I'm not proud of it. And I never got caught until the one time when I was like the least drunk while driving and driving like less than a mile from the show that I was at that my friends put on, and I got caught up in a police checkpoint, and they were about to let me go because I passed all their sobriety tests. They were like, okay, you're fine. And then the guy with the breathalyzer came up, and they were like, oh, hey, the breathalyzer guy's here. Since you passed all that, you won't have a problem taking the breathalyzer, would you? And I'm like, fuck, you know, oh, I'm fucked. And yeah, so that, yeah, it can happen at any time. You could get lucky for a lot of the time and then get screwed over at the stupidest time, really. And also, aside from that, it's fucking, you know, like, you can hurt somebody. Not just yourself, but you can hurt somebody else, you know? And all it takes is that one time where you hurt somebody else that'll just stick with you for the rest of your life. You don't want to do that. Alright. We're still at 170. I'm staying on stream until we get somewhere around $400. I'm serious. And release me from this prison, please. We're already at an hour. I don't usually stream much longer than an hour. So it's gonna get weird. Even if I'm just staring into the fucking phone for like 5 hours, I'm gonna do that. I'm prepared to do that. I literally have this is my last ditch effort to keep my life on track, okay? This is the last time that I'm gonna have to do this type of thing too, because I've already paid all of the fees that I need to pay. I've jumped through all of the hoops that I need to jump through. I've gone to all the classes, all the AA meetings that I'm supposed to go to. Well, I still got to go to 5 more and get signatures, but yeah. And I've done all the things, and it's been a long process. It's been a fucking piece of shit. I didn't have my car for like a year or two, about like a year or so, because I couldn't pay stuff up, and then I finally did. It's been a journey, and you know, knock on wood, there's not going to be any more stupid surprises. That, like, once I settle up with the state of Minnesota for that, then I can move past all this and just finish up my classes and be good to go. And that's where we're at right now. Captain's posting the links in the chat. I'm gonna grab my papers and roll a spliff because I can't find my bowl. I don't know why I got the hiccups. This helps. Cheers. All right. Oh shit. Rob K. Thank you so much, Rob K. Alright, and Rachel Allen. Okay. I see your note. Sorry, Wheezy. We got Wheezy. Okay, I gotta plug in my phone too. Hold on. So now we're at 285. That's incredible. You guys are fucking awesome. Ounce Willis says, "Yo, get wasted." Dude, you're an idiot. Thanks, Weezy. I appreciate you. Hold on. Let's see. Sweet. So what's 680? I'm gonna pull up my calculator so I don't have to use my brain. I'm gonna outsource. 680 minus. Wait, what did I say? Shit, what was the number I just said? It was like 280 or 295. 295, I think. 295 equals, we got 385 bucks to go. That's incredible. Holy shit, thank you guys so much. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hopefully I'm not here all night, but if I am, great. We'll just hang out and have fun. Rock fan says, "Hey, Cornelius, has your pain situation been resolved?" Unfortunately, no. And that's a big reason why I'm doing this instead of going out and doing some shitty physical manual labor somewhere for, for a week and just like busting ass and, like I would rather be streaming too. Like it's, like I'm not upset about having the platform that I have and being able to connect with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely what I would rather be doing rather than like toiling for some bullshit company that's doing stuff that I don't particularly approve of or whatever. As an environmentalist, etc. Not like, landscaping is good, honest work. I got nothing against that. And that's been something that I've been known to do for work. But because of my prosthetic situation, I can't be doing hard physical labor for more than like a day or two at a time. Because after that, I'm in a lot of pain, and then I have to just stay up off my leg for a few days. And I just don't have the time for that. I have a lot of stuff that I need to be doing. So when I'm out, when I'm wearing my leg, I'm taking it easy. And it's something new for me. I really don't like it. I'm a very active person. I like using my body to do physical things. I like doing honest work. Genuinely, I love digging holes in the ground. I love moving rocks. I love breaking shit up. I do. I really do. So not being able to do physical work has been kind of hell on my mental health. But I'm, I'm just walking through it. No pun intended, but just like, just moving through it and not getting down about it. I'm well past the point of like being in denial and self-pity. But yeah, I am in a lot of pain, unfortunately. And I have an appointment tomorrow with my doctor, and I'm gonna get her to help move along getting a referral to UCLA so that I can go and start the process of getting a leg made there. Because yeah, the place that I've been working with, it's not going anywhere. It really, it's just, where's the prosthetic? I don't even know where the fuck it is. We started the fitting process, and it became quickly apparent that it wasn't going anywhere. Rock fan says, when is your new prosthetic supposed to arrive? It's not made yet. The fitting process is the thing. It's not like a matter of just like ordering the parts. You have to get it fit. And that's what I need. I need a competent prosthetist to work with me and get a good fit, which takes weeks, sometimes months to get a good fit because you got to test it out. I do a lot of activities, so I like to take the test socket out on a couple like small hikes and just make sure there's not any spots that are gonna be detrimental to me over a few miles of walking, that sort of thing, and do like fine tuning. It's a process, and like I'm not like a special case either. Like I don't know what it is about LA, but there's a lot of these prosthetic places that are just not up to par. They're not doing what they should be doing, and that's really unfortunate. In the past, too, like kind of getting back around to the topic at hand, recovery and whatnot. Like in the past, when I've been stuck with my leg hurting for a long period of time, that's when I've drank the most because I'm really frustrated. And my excuse was always like, you know, I'm an active person, I can't sit still, so the only way I'm going to get through this is if I'm wasted. And then, you know, I can kind of force myself to sit on ass for a while, just like stay drunk, watch stupid TV shows, and just wait it out. And if I had been doing that over this last year and a half or so of this process, like I would have been fucked. I would have been hella fucked. I would have been like, I don't know. But also, if I hadn't quit drinking, then I would have stayed 220 pounds, and I wouldn't have needed a new prosthetic. So it's like, you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. That's just how it is. All right, I'm rolling a nice fat spliff here. And once I get it rolled up, then I'm going to go sit outside again, and I'm going to check on any kickdown. So if you feel the calling, if you want to help me get out of this fucking stupid situation, this is the last time that, like, that this type of issue, like, related to this shit, I'm not saying this is the last time that I'm going to need to raise funds for anything, but hopefully it is. I would love to just be able to fucking passively just spank you guys and be like, hey, if you like the show, give me $10 or give me $2, whatever. If you like the show, feel free to get down with the kickdown, blah, 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 like whatever. But I'm in a situation right now. I've been in a situation. Life has been really difficult for me these last couple of years. And this should be the last time that I'm gonna have some stupid fee to pay over this DUI mess, and it's been haunting me for years. I'm just so over it. I just want to be done with this. And I thought I was, other than finishing out the classes, but then, you know, I got through to the DMV. I went over there earlier this morning, and that's what they told me. That's what was hanging up my license renewal was something in Minnesota, so they gave me the Minnesota DMV number. I called that, and then they were like, "Yeah, you owe us $680 fucking dollars." And I was like, "Holy shit! How am I gonna put that together?" And then, you know, so now I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, I'm gonna do the only thing that I know how to do at this point. The only thing, oh my god, I can't. This is a giant fucking paper. I don't think I can. This is too big for me to handle here. Maybe I can do it. Let's try it. I'm gonna try it. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Brenda Wolf just kicked down through the super chat, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Brenda. I will also remind folks, if you haven't ever kicked down on my channel before, if you kick down through super chat, YouTube takes a 30% cut, and also I can't get it until like next month. And unfortunately, this situation is a time-sensitive situation, so I will get that, and I'm very appreciative, and you're so kind. But I won't be able to get that until next month, which by that point I will have already taking care of this situation. So if you want to help me out right now, which I do need to be able to pay this like today or tomorrow, make sure you do it through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. And I'm about to check those right now. No, don't say sorry, Brenda. You're so good. You're so good. But also, thank you for reminding me to remind folks. The super chat, I will get it eventually, but I'm not going to be able to use it until like a month from now, unfortunately, because YouTube is a fuck. Okay, and that's not your fault. All right, we're gonna smoke this. I had to take a little bit off of it because it was like this long, and I just was not. That's above my skill level. That's way above my skill level. Oh, I mean, it's not way above my skill level. It's that much above my skill level. That did not turn out better. But we got the rest of this. Still super cool, Brenda. Yeah, I agree, Captain. That's very, very kind of them. Yeah, $20 is $20, whether or not YouTube fucking skims off of it. And yeah, y'all are so fucking so sweet and so kind. I'm gonna grab my drink. And like, man, the shitty part about like doing a fundraiser for all this is that like I have so many other things in my life that I really need funds for. Like I haven't had mics for my streams because I can't afford them. My computer is still broken because I haven't been able to afford to get it fixed, and I had a whole ass video that I was gonna drop like last month, and I still haven't been able to get my computer turned on and see if I even still have that video file or if it got corrupted and destroyed. And you know, honestly, the computer recovery would probably cost like less than $100, and I haven't even been able to afford food, man. Like I've been eating rice and oatmeal again for weeks. It's terrible. It's a damn shame. But, and like, man, if I wasn't, anyway, woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever, the hindsight is 2020, whatever the fuck, it doesn't change the present. Having regrets does not change the present. Wheezy asks, do you still have your Amazon wish list? No, I've been boycotting Amazon for a while now. But I've been considering just putting up a wish list somewhere else that people can just like look at and then send if they have anything on the list that they just like have laying around that they're not using, they can send out or whatever. But I haven't done that yet because I've been busy as hell. Noah says, if I come down for Halloween, bring the laptop, I'll either fix it or at least do the recovery. Hell yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Afterlife says, just dropping by all the live streams to say you're beautiful, you're loved, and have a purpose bigger than you can see right now. Proud of you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Afterlife. And feel free to stick around if you want to. Ooh, that's a nice spliff. This is some of the weed that you gave me, Captain. Thanks. I gave some of the weed and keef to Jeff at the library, and he was like, he was so happy, dude. He was like, it's like Christmas. It was fucking... Oh, Wisdom the Nomadic Prepper says, damn, I got here late, but hey, I made it. No, you're not late, because I'm going to be streaming until raising... Like, I'm trying to raise $680. We're at... what are we at? I think we're at like 380 now or something like that. Maybe two or 380. I got hit with a surprise fee that I need to pay or I can't renew my license. And yeah, so this is like as close to a marathon stream as it gets for me. I could be on here for 5 hours for all I know. But I'm not leaving until we raise enough um, so that I can pay that, which is so shit. It's so ass. Because like if I decided I want to do a live stream to just like raise that kind of money to just improve my life in general, I could change my whole life around. But now I gotta just like throw money into the fucking void just so that I can, I feel like I'm treading water. And that sucks. But, it is what it is. Alright, let's see if we got any more kickdowns in that amount of time I was jawing. So far we've got 150. Let's see. 250. Okay, so we're at like 285. Oh yeah, 3, 2. Wait. 295, 285, something like that. Jay says they make getting the license back and making the car street legal extremely inaccessible financially speaking. All the classes and bullshit like that. Yeah, that's exactly why it's taken me so long to get to this point. Like, I just couldn't afford those classes and all of the stuff they wanted me to do, so I just put my car into storage for like a year. And then the whole leg thing took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So then I started jumping through the hoops and paying the stuff to get it back. And y'all helped me raise money to do all that. Now I have my car back, got my tags, got my stuff in order. But now I have to renew my license, and I can't until I pay $680. So yeah, I'll be here telling tales about my addiction to alcohol, how I got here. I've told some stories, some things I've learned in recovery, etc. Captain says, got to duck out for a bit. That's cool, Captain. Thank you. So yeah, this is kind of a marathon stream. But yeah, you're right, Jace. If I was in any other position, like if I didn't have an internet presence and like so much support from my friends and family, this would have completely ruined me. This whole situation would have ruined my life. And you want to know what my fucking backup plan was if like things really went south? I was gonna just like buy an off-road vehicle and like slab it out and like hook a shitty trailer to it and like a slabby power system to it and just like drive around off-road on like a quad with a trailer or some shit and just like really get into that, or like get a horse or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mean there's a lot of opportunities for me as a driver, and I would like to pursue them, so I'm glad that there's options. And I would have still done some cool ass kicking shit without a license and vehicle, but it would have been very, very different. I would have been doing a lot more like some real hokey bushcraft type shit, like, oh, I don't have a license because I got a DUI a billion years ago and I can't afford shit, but I live off the land and I like it, so fuck you, But living in LA was absolutely not on my bingo card at all. And I'm into it. I didn't think I would be into it, but I also didn't realize that there would be the kind of opportunities that have been presented to me. Alright, anybody in stream in recovery? Tell me your tales. And I'm going to check on these money apps again and see if we got any kickdowns. Somebody kicked down a $5. Oh, thank you, Jace. You're so sweet. Hell yeah. Brenda Wolf says 35 years. Hell yeah.
Salma SS says, would you like to? Would I like to what? I don't know what you're asking me. I would like to eat something. I'm kind of hungry, man. Like I said, I've been living off of rice and oatmeal for a few weeks now. It's not great. Starting to get bored of it. I did buy some shredded cheese, and I'm gonna make some like microwave nachos later as a treat. I do have a bunch of LaCroix though, so cheers. Jay says, I'm in recovery only from booze. I got 2 DUIs in 1 year. Long story, ended up going to jail with a brace on because I broke my spine when fleeing from arrest. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm glad to hear you're in recovery and that you're still here because, you know, that could have gone a lot worse too. I mean, it didn't go good, but it could have gone a lot worse, that's for sure. Holy shit. Adventures of Rob Atlanta says, sober here almost 6 years from Fent. Subs were my savior, just quit those like 6 months ago. Hell yeah. Yeah, I get the... Yeah, subs... it's not great, but it's better than Fent, that's for sure. It's a stepping stone. I definitely use Kratom a lot as a stepping stone myself, and I've been trying to get off of it for the last like couple months, and I did, and then I bought some for Wasteland Weekend. I just got like a little bit, because, you know, I knew I was going to be partying, and it made it a lot easier, but I didn't buy any more after that, so I was, my first couple days back from Wasteland, I definitely felt like really, like Kratom hangover is weird, man. Like, I just was like so tired, I couldn't hardly do anything. Like, I hardly could even get up to go to the bathroom and stuff, or like make food or anything. I could just kind of like laid out and slept a lot. It was kind of shit, honestly. And I hate that. I really do. So yeah, it's been a few days since then. Wisdom says, just kicked out on Cash App. Thank you. Let me take a look. Let's take a look-see. Hell yeah, thank you so much. Wisdom, you're such a sweetheart. Alright, how much do we got here now? We got $155 on Cash App. And should have 50 on Venmo unless somebody just kicked down. But I was just looking at it. Okay, 155 plus 50. So it's 205. And then what's on the PayPal? 205, 305 plus 40. So 349. We're at 349. Steven says, Kratom helped me kick painkillers. Yeah, it does help. Kratom is kind of like the stepping stone drug for a lot of my friends too. A lot of punks are known for being either alcoholics or heroin addicts, sometimes both even. But it's handy for when you're kicking booze or heroin. So that's, yeah. There's a lot of punks in recovery that are really into Kratom, and I am one of them. Jace says, word 100%, I can still walk even if I have pain. I'm gonna keep doing it. Hell yeah, that's all we can do is just keep doing. Proud of you. Proud of all of you in recovery. That's awesome. For folks that have recovered or are in recovery for substance abuse, what are some things that you learned after you quit? Or pro tips. You know, give me your best advice, pro tips, what did you learn, etc. Noah says, Kratom just makes me violently sick. It is hard on your stomach, for sure. But after so many years of drinking hard, I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve for how to mitigate that type of thing. Steven says, I've noticed a difference in the effects from different strains. Whiteman does, my go-to. Me too, yeah, I really like the white and the yellow and the green. But green is more of an upper for most folks. But for folks with ADHD, it's the opposite. So red is more of a upper kind of vibe, and green is more of like a Percocet kind of downer vibe. So that's kind of why I like the green. That's been my go-to, but that's only because it's harder to find white or yellow than it is to find green. Typically, if a head shop carries kratom, it's going to be green and red. Sometimes they'll have other strains. Wait, what was that number I said we were at? I wish I had like the technology to put like a little number in the corner. I guess I could get like a piece of paper and write it on there. Wait, we're at 349. 349, is that what I said? I'm gonna write that shit down. See, that's one thing that'll get fucked up from years and years of drug and alcohol abuse. Your memory gets fucked. It gets fucked up bad. Alright. Here we go. Now we got a tally. We got an analog tally. We're at 3... Wait, I picked the exact wrong fucking marker for this. Okay, hold on. Alright. Now we got our official fundraiser tally. Oh, and it's backwards for you guys. I really hate that about live streaming. I wish that there was a way to like not have it in mirror image. That's super annoying, but alright, whatever. I guess I can write it backwards. Let's see if you know what? Okay. I actually can. So check this out. Not a lot of people can do this. But I'm gonna just pretend to write it with my left hand, and then write in mirror image. So we got 3. My handwriting's bad. 49. There we go. We got 349. So I can do mirror image. Let's see. Let's write. Oh, but usually I write backwards with my left hand and forwards with my right hand when I'm doing that. That's weird, man. Okay, let's see. So we got. That's backwards, but I was writing Cornelius actually backwards. I'm gonna get another marker. Fuck, this is kind of fun. I haven't done this in a while. Let's try this again. kind of cool too. Then I can just write backwards with my dominant hand. Okay, so we're gonna do 3. Wait, why am I writing back? Okay, this is tripping me out, man. 49. There we go. Wait, I did the 9 backwards on that one. Okay. Dang it. There we go. Now it's an ice cream cone. There we go. Wait. Now I'm confusing myself. Okay. No, it says if you use your rear camera, it's not mirrored, but then you need your laptop for chat. Yeah, and I can't use my fucking laptop because it's broken down. Unfortunately. Alright, I'm just going to keep this tally and it's going to be backwards for you guys. It was just for me to remember. Interesting. Wait, does it work like that? Let me see. Here's the rear camera. Hey, it is. I hate that, man. YouTube is a fuck. Alright, well that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna draw a little smiley guy. Wow. There we go. Nice. There we go. Alright. Man, I guess I could tell you some like drinking tales or something. I could sing a song. You know, honestly, if all that was raised today was like $400, then I would be okay with that. But because Mish said that TDLA would cover the last. Oh, I didn't check my my GoFundMe either. Okay, let me see what people donated on GoFundMe, and I don't know if I should, because like, I don't know how long it takes to get the GoFundMe money. I think it's like every 24 hours, so we'll be able to get it by tomorrow. Let's take a look. Brenda says, I'm stomping my foot, tried to Venmo and it won't allow it. Damn, that sucks. I mean, you know, no pressure, like, don't worry about it if you can. But if you want to try PayPal or Venmo, or you tried Venmo, PayPal or Cash App, then that, maybe that'll work. I don't know if you use those. Steven says, my brother was a heavy alcoholic for about 20 years. He would pass last 4th of July while vacationing in Vegas. Fuck, dude, that sucks. Yeah, I've had a few good friends pass that way as well. It's really heartbreaking. Lucky says, watching from Philippines. Hey, what's up? How's it going in the Philippines, man? How's the weather out there? Genuinely, I'm interested. I'm not making small talk. I really enjoy weather. Okay, GoFundMe. We've got $35 on GoFundMe. So I'm 45 on GoFundMe. Hell yeah. So now we're at 314. 394. Hell yeah. Here's our new number. I guess I'm gonna flip my phone around so you don't see it backwards because that's awkward. I know I already said it, but here. $394. We went from $349 to $394 using the GoFundMe money. That's awesome. That's badass. And again, I got hit with a fucking surprise $680 bill for a DUI that I got fucking 3 years ago. And this is the last, hopefully, should be the last fee that I'm gonna have to pay. I thought I was done paying up all these fees, and then yeah, I went to go renew my license today, and they were like, oh, you can't do that until you clear this thing in Minnesota, and then we can process your thing, but we can't tell you what that is because that's in Minnesota, so you're gonna have to call them. And then I called them, and they're like, oh yeah, you owe us this much money. Fuck. So, you know, yeah, that sucks. Lucky says, too good. A lot earthquake in Cebu, and there's warning tsunami out here. Holy shit, stay safe, buddy. Yeah, stay safe. Batten the hatches or whatever it is you do. I've never lived in a place where hurricanes were a big concern. I've always lived in the Midwest where it's like tornadoes and flash floods, thunderstorms, stuff like that. Jade says, yep, when it happens in another state, it's another layer of bull, but you got this. Thank you. Yeah, it is, because if it had happened in California, there would have been, I wouldn't have had to do all that other stuff, but because it happened in Minnesota, you know, not only did I have to deal with the Minnesota stuff, but I had to deal with the California stuff too. And California is really hard on DUIs. They're the most strict state for driving infractions while intoxicated, unfortunately. If I was in a shittier position than I am in now, like, this would have completely ruined me. Like, absolutely 100% ruined me. I would have never recovered from this. But fortunately, I have y'all out there and a lot of good support, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for you guys. So yeah, I'm never gonna put on like a sad, like, please give me money, I'm so depressed and like so stressed out. Like, I'm never gonna do that type of a stream. If anything, it's like I don't expect people to help me out of the kindness of their hearts. I put a lot out into the world, but you know, that's the thing about doing good in the world. You don't expect people to give it back, otherwise that's like, you know, that's a transaction. So like, you know, I don't want to do like a sad sack fucking like woe is me stream ever for any reason, and so that's not what I'm trying to do. Noah says, so I'm gonna send you the full 680 but can't do it till tomorrow morning. I'll do it 6 a.m. my time. I'd do it tonight, but it'd be a PayPal e-check. Holy shit, dude, really? I mean, I believe you. Like, I know that would be like really, really fucking cool. Like that, yeah, that, I don't know what to say, man. Thank you so much. Josh B says scam. Dude, Noah's been in this chat for, how long have you been on my channel for? At least a couple years, I think. And this dude has kicked down, like, genuinely, I don't even know how much to, like, estimate. I'm sure I could look at my PayPal and, like, find out, but this dude's donated a lot of money to me over the years. So if it was anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, all right, buddy, I'll believe it when I see it. But I do believe it. And if that being the case, like, not that I don't believe you, but if there was something that happened that made that not able to happen, you know, things would come together. But also, if it does, which, you know, then any of the rest of the money that got fundraised up until that point would go straight to getting my front bearings replaced, because my bearings in my car are going out, and I've been stressing out about how I'm going to get that paid up too. And also, I got to change my brakes. I got to order some brake pads. I don't have the money to pay somebody else. Plus, it's like, what is it, $300? Like, to get your brakes done somewhere? Like, I don't know. But, yeah, Josh B says, all right, I stand corrected. No, good looking out there, dude. I do know people do that, and I don't buy into it. I'm a street punk. I know how it goes. If I had $1 for every time somebody said, hey, I'll come back and bring you some money after I'm done at this store, like, and then didn't, I wouldn't have been on the street. It happens a lot. People will be like, oh yeah, I'll give you $100 later today after I go to this thing, and then you never see them again in your fucking life. Like, yeah, I know. Matthew says, hey friend, just stopping in briefly, say hello. What's up, Matthew? How's it going? Man, this is a nice split. Noah says, shit, I was hoping you'd get something better to eat. Fair. Very fair. That's not where my mind's at right now, obviously. My mind's at fucking, you know, not on food, apparently. You're right, I should eat some food. I will. I'll eat something good just for you. Noah says 2016. Holy shit, it's been a while. Here I was thinking like at least a couple of years, but 2016. Jeez, that's crazy. Since like since wow, what was going on in 2016? Speaking of being a drunk punk out in the desert, not knowing what the fuck's going on. What the fuck was I doing in 2016? I moved in the library in 2014. That was the first 2 years. I was still dating my shitty ex. And I think that was the year I went to Alaska, actually. Right? Matthew says, things are okay out here outside Olympia in the forest, ignoring the news. Glad to see my favorite librarian. Hell yeah, Matthew. I feel like we've hung out. Can you remind me of how, like, do you know me? Because I don't know. I think that... yeah, remind me. I don't want to say the wrong thing. ...2018 was Alaska visit, I think. Okay, that makes sense. Josh B says, I do have a Slab City Library shirt. Love ya. Thank you. Hell yeah. I'm so glad to hear that. And I definitely am going to be making a new run of t-shirts at some point. The print shop is not currently like in operation the way it usually is. It's kind of in like an in-between stage, and it will move to a new location. So I haven't been able to do any printing. Also, I've just been busy as hell with helping out with TDLA and doing a lot of stuff at the library. But that is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Hey, Sapphire's in chat. What's up? And Gnome says, get some ice cream. I sure will. I really do enjoy me some ice cream. Wisdom says, that's why I only say something after I send money. Wow. Yeah, you know how it goes with the people saying they're going to kick down and then they don't. Mosh Weber says, where are you at right now? I'm in LA. Where's everybody at? Sound off, chat. Where are y'all at? Africa. That's cool. What part of Africa? That's a big continent. Sapphire's in Tucson. Steven's in Minneapolis. Jason's in Queens. Matthew is in Cascadia. Wisdom is in Slabistan. Mosh is in Ganzwar. Am I saying that right? Sockeye Annie is in Juneau, Alaska. Hell yeah. That is one part of Alaska that's on the highway that I did not get to because, I mean, I don't have to tell you, but some folks don't know that you can't get to Juneau um, unless you go through Canada on one side or you go by boat um, from the lower 48 or from um, anywhere along the coast of Alaska. You can't get there on the highway from the rest of Alaska. So that's why I didn't get to there. But I've always wanted to come and check it out. Josh B is from Fort Worth. Zoe is from Tacoma. Rob K is in Michigan. Weber says, Africa loves you people. We love you. Hell yeah, we love you too, Mosh. Or Moshe. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Fuck yeah. Love from Africa, guys. That's pretty special. I want to know where Ganzar is. Let's take a look on the map and see where this person is. I'm curious. Moshe, that's it. Okay, I'll remember that, Moshe. Let's see. Ganzar, Africa. Am I spelling it right? There's Ganzar in Spain. Rwanda. Oh, I know where Rwanda is. Yeah. I watched Hotel Rwanda. I know a little bit about that history. Cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful country out there, but a lot of political turmoil. That's badass, man. Yeah, you're laughing at me. I watched the movie. I don't remember. I mean, of crime also. Okay. Yeah. Holy shit, man! I'm gonna have to watch a documentary or something and catch up because in the U.S. we really don't hear a whole lot of news from Africa, at least mainstream stuff. Like I've been following along with what's going on with Traore and just kind of the effort to take back Middle Africa from colonizers, and that's about the depth of my understanding. I think it's really interesting to watch, but it's also just really hard to get good news here in the U.S. We've got a total lockdown on information that we can get that's not totally propagandized by our government. It's terrible, actually. What you smoking on? I got me a spliff here. It's half weed, half tobacco. It's doing the job. Anybody else from where are y'all from? I know a bunch of you said. We got anybody new in chat? Who's new? I'm gonna check out the money apps and see if we can add any more to this total number here. But I also forgot how much I had on. Okay, let's see. What do we got going on here? Okay, 196 on. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the math again because I fucking forgot. 196 40 plus 50 on Venmo and see Cash App. and $1.55 on Cash App. So that's gonna be 20. Holy shit, we're at 401 and 40 cents. All right, sweet. Here's my super messy notes here because I'm a dumb stoner. There we go. That's our new number. Yay! Good job, everybody. Now I'm trying to get to. This is our goal. Is 680. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the from the GoFundMe. Where's the GoFundMe? 45 on GoFundMe. So we're actually at 446 and 40 cents. Okay. Sick. That's where we're actually at. 446. Getting close. I'm actually in awe. I'm humbled. I'm grateful. And I don't like doing fundraiser streams for me and my petty shit. There's a lot of shit going on in the world that is really very important and that I really care about, and I'd rather be raising money for those efforts. But that's not where I'm at right now. If I can't pay this up, then I can't keep my license. I don't know what the fuck else I'm gonna do. So I just decided to do the thing that I know how to do best, that I can do. Heavenly is asking for the link. If any of my mods want to spam the chat with the money links, that would be fantastic. I feel like if we pass the hat around another couple times, maybe we'll make a goal. Also, Noah did say that he would throw down 680 tomorrow, which is dope. And so I guess that kind of like that glitches my brain out a little bit. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Like, should I call it good? But I haven't raised. I don't know. What should I do? Chat, what should I do? Should I just raise the 680? Or should I wait for Noah to kick down 680 tomorrow? I don't know what to do. I'm confused. 'Cause that's a lot of money, Noah. You don't have to do all that. Even if you just kick down like a fraction of that, that would have me pretty fucking set. Gnome says, have you checked PayPal? Yeah, I just did. I just checked the PayPal. Unless you just kicked down on there. We're at 196 on PayPal. Yeah, I did. I added that up. Heavenly says you need some good food fund. Hell yeah, thank you. It's true though. Yeah, and there are other things that I do need to raise money for my car for. So honestly, like, I'm not being dishonest or taking more than I need, because I do need to actually get my bearings replaced, and that's going to be probably around $300 each bearing. So honestly, fucking, it's not more than I actually need and will use. I've been stressing out for the last like 2 weeks about the bearings thing and just taking it really easy on the car, because I have had bearings just fall out before. And if I was driving on the highway and one of my bearings just decided to shit out, I would be so fucked. Gina says, just keep going and make sure you get what you need. Thank you, Gina. Wisdom says, I say keep going, not like there aren't other expenses in your life. Very true, very true. Thank you guys for reminding me of that. I've been stuck in this like utilitarian mindset of just only being able to have enough to break even for so long that I really just don't know how to like not do that. You know, it's just like, oh, this is the bare minimum that I need to continue functioning and keeping my head above water. But I've been fucking treading water for so long, I'm just getting tired, man. Like, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and raise the 680, and then whatever Noah wants to kick down tomorrow when he can, that'll be the icing on the fucking cake, and I'll get some good food and do the bearings and take care of my car and take care of my business. So yeah, thanks guys. Oh yeah, Heaven, I'm trying to post the money links. I don't have any mods in chat right now. Let's see. All right, which app link do you want? Let's take a look. How do I share my PayPal? Let's see. Sapphire, Captain's taking a break for a little bit. If you got access to the money app links and you want to share them in the chat, that'd be spectacular. Let's go to my chat. There we go. Alright. Here is the Venmo link. And I really hope I can get my computer, dude, why is it not posting? There we go. I gotta get my computer working too. That's been a really big issue for me. Milton says a bolt-on job for your car, easy and cheap. I don't know what that is. Maybe you can explain it to me in the Discord or something, or send me like a link to a video or some shit. Because I've never heard of that, but like I can do car stuff, you know. I just don't have as much experience as some folks do, but I know my way around. I can figure shit out. Wheel bearings are a priority. I know, yeah. I've been stressing about it. I really have. And I gotta do the brake pads too. I was gonna do the brakes and the rotors, but I don't know. I think my rotors are fine. I think I'm just getting a little wobbliness from the bearings. I thought it was, you know, it's mostly when I hit the brake. But then I went on this website that said like, one guy was like, yeah, I noticed when I would brake, I would get this wobbly, kind of this weird play when I would brake on my Subaru. And then I got the bearings fixed and it went away. So I don't know. Hey, Sam just got here. What's up, Sam? We're doing kind of a marathon stream to raise money so that I can pay up this last stupid fee that came out of nowhere so I can keep my license. And the fee is $680 fucking dollars. Fortunately, we've raised $446.40 so far, including the GoFundMe. And I think, so we're getting close here. And Noah also wants to throw down the full amount tomorrow too. So anything like besides what I need to pay this shit is gonna go straight to fixing the wheel bearings on my car and getting some good food, because y'all want me to get some good food, so I will. I'm not trying to bitch when I say I've been eating rice and oatmeal. I'm just stating a fact. I have been eating mostly rice and oatmeal. But I do have butter, and I've been adding butter, and I've been adding whey. I got a bag of whey protein that I've been throwing in pretty much everything. So I've been getting a lot of protein, at least, you know. It's just like, just straight Bob's Red Mill, nothing else added whey protein that I just put in fucking everything. That's a little secret trick. That's a little secret poverty trick, you know. Gina says, I wish I could help, just started a new route today. That's alright, Gina. Wisdom says, it looks like most of your pay links are in the stream description. Yeah, they are. They're right down there, but a lot of people are either too lazy to click on the description, or they don't know how. Because we got a lot of older folks in my fan base. My fan base skews like 50 plus. Sometimes it's either like 50 plus or people between like 25 and 36 or something like that. Oh, Sam says, FYI, everyone who is on a phone watching vertical, YouTube makes the links not be clickable. To go to the description, they're clickable. What, really? I saw a clickable link in the chat when I just posted that, but maybe other people aren't seeing it. And you can get to the links in the description. There should be like some dots up in the corner. And you click that, and then you go down to description, click the description, look at that, and there'll be links there. Oh, shit. Oh, I see why Gnome was asking if I checked my PayPal. I just got, oh, let's see. Oh, did I miss it? Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gnome. I totally missed yours. Yeah, thank you so much, Gnome. Gnome kicked down, like, a while ago, and it just, like, fucking flew right over me, because Rob K kicked down directly after that. I missed it. So thank you so much, Gnome. You're fucking awesome, dude. Let's see. Sam says, you're Gnome, you're the best Gnome ever. Yes. Zen Ali says, born in 62, M62. Nice. Hell yeah. How many old timers we got here in chat? Raise your hand if you're over 50. That's funny. You know Punk's not dead. Because y'all are here. We got some fucking OGs up in the house. And if you're not over 50, what's your age range if you wanna say? I'm conducting a little bit of intel here now. Rob K, born in 1960. Human says Transtifia. I don't know what that means. Is that a place? Sam's posting the Cash App if anybody wants to help us get further to our goal so that I can fucking keep my license. I can pay this stupid fine because of this stupid DUI that I got when I was an idiot 3 years ago. Adventures of Robin Lannis has just turned 43, feel 32. Hell yeah. I just turned 37. I feel 25, maybe. 27 at the oldest, I guess. I'm 37 years young. 62 and hell on wheels. Graduated high school in the 80s. Genuine punk. Hell yeah, Zen. That's dope. Sapphire just turned 64 yesterday. No complaints. I legitimately thought you were like 52 or something. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. And happy birthday. Wisdom is 49. Hell yeah. Wisdom, you also look very good for your age. We got a bunch of fucking hotties up in here. Anybody else? What's your age range? Tell me. Unless you're a kid, then just either don't be on here or I don't know. I'm not a cop, but also there have been some like clearly young people coming into chat that like should not be on my channel. I think that's been like a big issue across YouTube in general. But back in my day, they didn't have like, they didn't check for age. It's just like stuff was on the internet and anybody could see it. It was kind of fucked actually. Like my little baby brain saw things that it was not prepared to see. Gnome says I'm old enough to have survived the disco. Oh hell yeah, we got Matthew just kicked down on the Venmo, so that brings us to I'm just gonna round this up to, alright, now we're at 449. Awesome. Wisdom is blushing. Yeah, you know you look good. We got some of the hottest people in Slabs too. I know everybody likes to hate on Slab City, but there's some real baddies out there, I must say. Sam says, I'm the answer to the universe. 42. Now I just gotta figure out what the question is. Zoe is 49. 59. You know, they really fucking sell people on this, like... Oh, Gina's 71. Alright. Gina wins the seniority contest so far, I think. Unless there's somebody older in here. That'd be kind of crazy. I do know that there's a couple of 75-year-olds that watch my channel, too. I'm sure there's all types. Most Toast says the gender studies final boss. Yes. Yes, sir, you found your way into the gender studies final boss. Get down with the kick down or fuck right off. Sorry, I'm getting stoned now. Sam says if you have to ask, you aren't ready. No, you about to get fucking trolled up in here. $54 and older than dirt. I thought you said you were 71, Gene. Oh, 71, 1971. Is that it? Matthew says I'm a 71 model with high mileage. Rolled my odometer a couple times in the 80s and 90s. Nice. I don't know how old that makes you, but that sounds cool. All right, we got any youngsters in chat? Anybody under 25? I'm just curious. Sam says, fuck you, give me dollars. Hell yeah. Transphobes gets charged like $20 a transphobia. Per transphobia, you get charged $20. 25, I guess. Sapphire says, do the math. How much more does corn need? Okay, let's do the math. Let's see. I'm going to get my calculator out so I don't have to use my brain. Because we live in 2025. We don't have to use our brains if we don't want to. And we can get so much more done, even so. 449. Okay, wait. I'm actually doing it wrong too. 680 minus 449 is 231. Wisdom says I'd send more but don't want the chat to end. You're gonna hold me here in purgatory? You're gonna hold me in fucking chat purgatory? God damn it. We need $231 more and then I can be released from this prison. Okay? Sapphire says, damn, I thought they already had 5 something. Not quite. Close though. Very close. Pense que eras Argentino. I don't know what pense means, but I think something about our Argentinian. What is Argent? I don't know. What? En inglés, por favor. Amigo. Alright, let's see. I heard some beeping. Let's see. We got some little ding dongs here. Let's take a look. Oh shit. Sharon kicked it up to... Now we're at... I'm just gonna round it up 5. I got like $5 in my wallet, I think, that I didn't spend buying LaCroix. So I'm just gonna count it as 500 even. We are now at... I'm gonna show it to you. Even though I just said it and you know what I'm doing, but here. We got 500 even now. Bada boom. And again, our goal is 680. That's the one I should circle. Because if I circle it every time we have this, then they're just all going to be circled. That's what we need. That's where we're at. $180 more, and I can be freed from the YouTube live purgatory that I'm caught in. Fighting for my goddamn life. Holy shit. Streaming my balls right off. I'm transing my whole balls by streaming right now. Just in case you were confused about that. You can be more confused now, because I don't know what the fuck that means either. I'm gonna go sit inside for a minute though, because this is not the most comfortable spot to sit. It's great when you're smoking, but I'm not anymore. I'm done. I'm plenty high. And we're gonna give Satan another treat. We're gonna give Satan a celebratory, we made it to $500 treat. It is time, Satan. It is time. Satan! Alright, baby dog. Here. Yeah. I have an open bag, but I don't know where the fuck it is right now, so I'm just opening a new one, and it's being stubborn. I got the fucking dollar store knockoff fucking versions of the ones that I usually get her, because we're poor, but hopefully, you know, that's gonna turn around at some point. Something's gonna give. This might be it, getting past this whole shit, because, you know, if I can fucking stream and make videos and be able to make ends meet, like, in this instance, like, I can keep doing that. Like, I'm not always gonna be fucking busting people's balls being like, help me please, I'm fucked. But, you know, with the consistency of streaming and putting out content, especially once my computer's fixed, like, my life will be a lot more stable. It's just like, this is the thing that's been holding me back, doing all this fucking, paying all these stupid fees, doing all these stupid fucking classes. It's just like really been like a weight, you know. It's like a brick tied to my ankle, and I'm thrown in a fucking lake just trying to stay above water. It sucks. But this is gonna be the last fucking stupid big fee that I'm gonna have to pay. So kids at home, and I know there's not kids watching, because I don't think, I asked if there's anybody under 25 on my stream right now, and nobody said anything. So I think it's just a bunch of old fucks. So cool. All right. You know what? I'm okay with that. That's great. I love that my my target demographic is it's a bunch of salty old punks. That's fucking hilarious, actually. I love that. I love that for us. That's great. You guys kick down and fucking riz me up and keep me in good spirits, and I bring you the torch of my fading youth as offering. And Satan, too. It's very important. You gotta have Satan in your life. Actually, I'm gonna give her some cheese, too. But I gotta grab my drink, and I'm gonna check my phone, see if anybody else got down with the kickdown. If I have any mods in the chat that want to spam some links for folks, that'd be dope. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna do a cheese rain. If there's any more kickdowns, I'm gonna make it rain cheese on Satan, okay? Alright? You would not deny this beautiful dog cheese rain. We're gonna rain shredded cheese on this carpet here. It's not gonna be on the floor with the fucking paint and shit. This rug is I keep it pretty tidy. But let's see. I did hear a ding-a-ling. So let's take a look here. A ring-a-ding-ding. Let's feed Satan some cheese. Let's take a look. What is it? Might have been just a text message. Dang it. Let's see. Oh, hey. No, that's from Sapphire earlier. Okay. Let's take a look at the PayPal. Gnome says we poor, but we share. Hell yeah. I know. It's fucking fantastic. When I got my shit together, you know I'm gonna be making it rain on folks. Not just cheese rain, but like, you know, I do like, I keep dollars in my car just so I can give them to folks on the street flying signs, because so many people have given me dollars while I've been on the street flying signs. I know how it is. No matter how poor I am, I'll always keep like at least $1 in my car to give to somebody. Yeah. Wisdom says, I'm 49, but feel anywhere between 25 and 75, depending on the day. I feel that. I really do. All right, Satan, you ready for cheese rain? Cheese rain. Beep, 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 beep. All right, there. Look at her go. Look at her go. She's going to find every single shred of that cheese. Not a single shred left uneaten. And I'm going to eat some too. Mmm. Sam says, okay, I will roll a joint and bravely look outside. I'm down to final level electric supply, so I might disappear into the cloud unexpectedly. That's fine. I get it. Oh yeah, look at her go. She's still working on getting all of that cheese. Jay says, woo, I'll be 30 and exactly a week. Hell yeah. Zen Ali says, getting old ain't for the weak, kiddo. Your older audience is the fucking best of compliments. Hell yeah, I agree. I really do. I mean, you know, there was a time that I really didn't think I would live to be 30. And my body just would not quit. I was so bad to my body, man. But, you know, sometimes if you quit while you're ahead, it's amazing what your body and your mind can come back from, honestly. Mm. Sapphire says, I relate to Corn and I'm happy to see them getting their shit together about 10 years sooner than I did. You know, I listen to folks older than me, especially people who've been through the real shit. And there's a lot of things that I wish I would have been told earlier too, that would have saved me so much time and struggle, that I tell to folks. Did my stream go down? Anybody here? Testing. 1, 2, 3. You're here? Awesome. I was afraid my stream dropped for a second there. Alright. I'm looking at PayPal. Still nothing new on the PayPal. I'm fucking floored, honestly, just overall. Wait, what do we have on... Oh! On Venmo... Oh yeah, I did add that. Okay. Okay, let's see on the Cash App. Holy shit! Wait, okay. Dang it, now I'm gonna have to do the math again. Okay. Because I don't know... Who kicked... Okay, we got a kick down from Heaven. And another kick down from Wisdom on Venmo. Thank you. Thank you so much, Heaven. And thank you so much, Wisdom. I fucking love you guys. You folks, you beautiful people, creatures of the night. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just really like really weird sayings that are non-gendered that you can like use to address people, like, or even if, you know, like, calling somebody a fucker, that's like gender neutral. You can be like, hey fucker, like gender neutral. I'd rather be called fucker than like other stuff like milady or whatever, I guess. Yeah. You can address people as like my lords and lieges or something. I guess lords is more like masculine, but like kings, queens, and in-betweens. Fucking yeah. I like creatures of the night though. That's probably my favorite. Okay, let's do this fucking math here. Holy shit. Never done so much math in my adult life. Not since like second grade when we were doing those like speed math drills, you know? Did y'all ever do that where they give you like a sheet with like 100 small problems and you have to solve like as many of them as you can in 3 minutes or something? Okay. 31, 96, and why isn't it showing me my wallet? What's going on Venmo? Oh, here we go. Okay. 102. Okay. Let's see. 8. So now we're at 8. Awesome. Now we're at 528. Oh yeah, plus I really should write down how much, what was it, like 40, 45 on the GoFundMe? Let's see. Yeah, 45 on the GoFundMe. Okay. Is 45, and then 13. Okay, I made my brain shit out there for a second. Okay, so it's actually 573. Sick. Okay, now we're at 573. With my crazy ass pothead math. Oh yeah, it's backwards. You get the idea. Sam says, wait, you gotta take out the 30% of GoFundMe and check which number you're looking at. Yeah, 45 bucks, from the GoFundMe, but I mean, it's fine. I got like a few bucks in my wallet. I'm not gonna make it more complicated than I need to. It'll be fine. I always carry a little bit of cash in my car. I got like 40 bucks in my car right now too. Sapphire says, love how we have such a diverse group of people, but with like minds and spirits. Yeah, it's a pretty neat collection of folks. And if any of you are in chat and you're like, you know, having fun or like the group we've got here, we do have a Discord server as well, and that link is in the description. The Discord server is pretty badass, and we have a lot of fun in there and some really good conversations. So if you like hanging out in chat and on stream, you should look into getting in the Discord. I know it's scary because it's a new app, but if you've ever used like AOL Instant Messenger, it's basically like that, but it's just an app. You know how back in the day when you had like those AIM chat rooms and you could like type in the website and then like go to the chat rooms, or you could download the fucking like the AOL chat. Yeah, that's basically what it is, but instead of like an add-on, it's a app, which is actually easier. So for all you old timers out there that are scared of getting in the Discord, you don't know what a Discord fucking is and you don't want to learn new shit, It's not that hard. 573. Holy shit. I did not know how this stream was gonna go, honestly. But this is fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much to everybody that kicked down. If we can get to 680, then I can go make dinner. So I'm live streaming for my fucking life right now. I'm gonna plug in my phone here. This is a marathon stream. I'm gonna keep doing this until I can put together 680 and pay up that fucking stupid ass. Fucking, I'm not gonna cuss out the state of Minnesota. That's where I was born. I love Minnesota very much, but fuck, dude. Holy shit. Alright, we're on LaCroix number 2, baby. Hell yeah. Cheers. Wilma says mid 80. That's pretty funny, actually. Alan says, nice hair, man. Were you born like that? No, dude, it's fucking bleach. Bleach is a thing. It is a pretty fresh bleach job, though. Like, my roots aren't super grown out yet, so. Yeah. And my buddy did a really good job. Like, he fucking, like, went and picked out just little spots in my mullet and, like, just bleached those. He did such a good job, man. It does look pretty natural, I guess. I've seen people like that. Like, there's really pretty people on TikTok that have, like, vitiligo and shit like that, where they just, like, have a whole swath of their face and hair, like, their beard is all white, and they'll have, like, a strip of white in their hair. It's cool. Sapphire says, the Discord was created by Corn and reflects Corn's personality and interests, which happens to be in line with a lot of other people's. I mean, yeah, kind of, like, okay, here's, getting back on the topic of being a fucking piss-drunk fucking gutter punk. I created that Discord server while I was blackout drunk. I do not remember making it at all. I don't remember why I was so drunk either. Like, I think maybe I had done, like, a drinking live stream and then went partying afterwards, and then, like, woke up and was ignoring my phone, like I do, and I just, like, had it on silent for, like, a day or two, maybe. I don't even remember how many days it was. Maybe I was on a bender or some shit. And I finally, like, looked at my phone and checked on it, and I had, like, a billion fucking messages, and they were all from this Discord app, which I had never, like, used before. I don't know if I, like, saw another YouTuber have, like, a Discord server, and I was like, I need that too. I deserve a Discord. And then I was just like, but, like, I don't know. So I get on there, and there's already, like, a fuck ton of people in there, and they're having conversations and shit, and, like, I'm getting tagged on stuff, and, like, I was like, when the fuck did I make this? Like, why? What? And, like, just crazy, man. Like, it just kind of, like, manifested, and there was a bunch of people in it having a good time, and, like, now it's a really cool community. Like, yeah, it's totally, like, Corn Zone. Like, you know, it's like if I had a bunch of people living at the library or whatever, like, I want people to be able to work shit out between themselves and do whatever, but if it comes down to the line and there needs to be, like, a fucking, like, hard call made, then I'm gonna be the one making the hard call. And sometimes that hard call is that I want everybody to agree on something, and then we can move forward, but it's, you know, it's, yeah, it's like a collective with, like leadership, I guess, and that's just me. And I know enough to know when I'm in over my head or when somebody would know what to do better, so it works out. I wouldn't argue that that's, like, the best model for every collective to run, but it is nice to have, like, clear leadership, even if it's, like, you know, a handful of people rather than just like one person. But you know, just having like me as like the main homesteader at the library and people that have different levels of involvement working at the library has been working really good for a number of years now. And I'm going to try and play around with that dynamic a bit and open it more to more of a collective kind of like community run sort of situation because I can't be at the library all the time. So we'll fuck around with that. But that's kind of how the Discord server is too. I'm super open to having more of like collective moderatorship where like you know there's like votes on what we do about shit. But I'm not quite at that level yet. Sam says that's how I got a guinea pig that time. I was so drunk. You got a guinea pig when you were drunk? That's funny. I mean, crazier things have been done, I suppose, but that's pretty wild. I know you took good care of that guinea pig though. You watched the Slabs doco? Is that documentary? Is that Australian for documentary? It was okay, and they showed the library. That's cool. Yeah, I heard there was a little filming in there recently. Let's see. Okay, the GoFundMe donations are taking a minute. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we can add another 50 from the GoFundMe. That's fucking badass. That's from my friend Alex, or Lotus is her Wasteland name. My new very good friend. I love her very much. And we had a lot of fun partying at Wasteland, so that's awesome. So I'm going to add 50 to 73. Okay. So now we are at 623. Holy shit. 623. We are close. Whoa, what was that? Sounded like some blowback from somebody's shitty old car. Alright, here we are. 623, baby. And we're trying to get to 680. And Noah is going to double that. So then I can pay this stupid bullshit. And then I can also get my bearings replaced and eat a good meal that's not rice or oatmeal. Sam says, the video said there's no librarian, so I put a comment. There very much is a librarian at the library. That's hilarious. Okay. What? You know, anything passes as journalism these days, I guess. Just walk into a fucking library that's well-kept and assume that there's no librarian. That's fucking weird. When did they go in, too? There's not been a time... Maybe it was from when Aurora was still sort of there. Because I know she would leave the library unattended a lot. Jinxie went, oh yeah, it was from that era then. That's Aurora's fault. At that time, maybe there wasn't a librarian, but I don't want to talk shit on anybody. Because the past is the past. It's all been dealt with, and now we're rebuilding. We're building back. And it does suck. The library got ransacked. It got completely trashed and ransacked. There you go. Eat the cheese. But yeah, that's gonna be a big thing that I'm gonna be working on this winter. Is just being at the library for a few days out of each month, busting ass, building shit, and just rebuilding it so that it can serve the community again at full capacity. Gina Renee asked how to get to your Discord server. Just click that link that Sam so helpfully posted and follow the prompts. Make an account, give them your email address or whatever, and then join. You'll be in the lobby, and then just kind of take a moment and look around. Oh, somebody's calling me. The LGBT center. Okay, hold on. Hello. I'm good. How's it going? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thank you so much for reminding me. Copy. Thanks, you too. Bye. Dope. I love getting calls from the LGBT center and the trans wellness center because all of their secretaries are just the cutest trans women, and they're so nice on the phone. They're like so fucking sweet. I love it. They're just like the cutest fucking sweetest desk ladies and secretaries. But yeah, she was calling me to remind me that I have an appointment tomorrow with my doctor to get a new prescription for a new leg so that I can continue to walk also. That's a whole separate issue. Right now I'm just trying to keep driving so that in the time that it takes me to be able to walk right again and have a good prosthetic, I'm going to need transportation, and it's getting more and more crucial. So that's why I'm so desperately trying to fucking keep my head above water here. It's literally a matter of survival at this point. Captain says, Hour 2 of Get Corn's License Back Telethon. Fuck yeah, dude. Powered by Captain Grimm's old weed. That is still very good, actually. I don't know how old you said this was, but it's good. It's doing the job. Hell yeah. Now we got a second win for Captain here. Probably took the Reaper out. Man, I got to hang out with Captain Reaper a couple weeks ago. It was fucking sick. And I got your flag back, so now I have an excuse to come out and see it again, too. Although it did look pretty good where it was in the library, I must say. I'll have to get... I need to get a Slab City Library printed, flag printed, like with this guy on it. See, this is the library symbol, the 4 eyes there. That's... I'm gonna make t-shirts with that on it, actually. That'll be our next t-shirt design. Hobo Smug says, how many McChickens can you eat at once? 0. Exactly 0 McChickens can I eat. I got the celiac, so I don't eat. Actually, I've been boycotting like all fast food for years. Years and years. Zen says, watching a reprobate talk on their phone on my phone, now I really do feel old. Yeah, stay alive for another 15 years and you're gonna see shit that will melt your fucking mind. Like, man, it's already like, things are taking a turn. Our technology is about to reach exponential levels of progress. Like, I mean, even as aware of what's going on as I am, like, it's melting my mind too. The new things that we're able to do as a species. It's scary and it's inspiring. It's dangerous, but it's beautiful. AI is going to drain the world of all its power. I mean, yeah, probably, but not more than the billionaires. Actually, if the billionaires weren't gatekeeping the power and access to AI processing capabilities, we could figure out ways to like fix and even reverse a lot of the damage that we've done. But they're capitalist dogs and they don't care about that. They just want to mine the planet for all it's worth, even at its inevitable collapse. Wisdom says, back from dog walk. What did I miss? Not much. I just went on a rant about AI for like a minute, and oh, also we're at $623. So all we need now is wait. How much? 80 minus 23 is 60. 57. All we need is $57. Zen says billionaires should not be allowed to exist. I agree. Yeah, especially now, like with the technological capabilities that we have, like our little monkey minds are not like equipped to adequately process the levels of, I guess, of stimulus, and like this was last week's DUI meeting. They were talking about, and I found this really interesting. They were talking about like giving cocaine to rats and stuff like that, and then they got on the topic of like how like our minds respond to stimulus, certain stimulus, by wanting more of it. That's like the core of addiction, because we've got, you know, little monkey minds that aren't prepared for that. And back, you know, 1,000 years ago, you get that dopamine release, you know, when you like make a kill or like gather some you know, whatever food and stuff, and that would like, you know, your dopamine reward would keep you going back for more, so that you would keep hunting and stay alive and be able to, you know, continue to exist and spread your seed and whatever, you know. And now in this era, we don't really need that, because we have all those basic needs met. So things like alcohol and sugar, and drugs and stuff, like, are so dangerous to us because we just can't handle it. And that's also where like billionaires are at too. Like they're really sick in the head. Like that's that capitalist greed is a mental illness. Like they have more money than they actually could ever use, and still they try to get more and more and more. They should be protected from themselves, honestly, because like that's not healthy. Those people aren't happy at all. They're like they're fucking sick, man. All right, let me take a look at the money apps and see if anybody else donated. My timer for the stream reset. I know I've been streaming longer than 49 minutes, but it reset when my stream shit out for a second there. Can somebody tell me how long I've been streaming for? Let's take a look at... Captain says, please shout out all the cool kickdown reprobates again when you hit the goal. Good idea, Captain. Thanks. I think that's a great idea. Alright, we're still at 102 on PayPal. If any of my mods want to spam the chat with some money links, if anybody wants to get us to 680, we're at 623, and then I can keep my fucking license. And Noah's going to double down tomorrow, and then I can also get my bearings replaced and eat a nice meal. Let's see. 230 on... That's Venmo, I think. Or Cash App. 230 on Cash App. And then what do we got on PayPal again? 196 on PayPal. Fuck yeah. And it's 95 on GoFundMe. Hobo says nachos or no donos. I actually have cheese and chips. I should make some nachos. Sam says, I learned that eggs have dopamine precursors, so eating breakfast is useful. Huh, interesting. Sam, very true, but I actually did, you know, I do have cheese, and I do have some shitty chips left over that that was gonna be my dinner. Wisdom says 2 hours and 38 minutes ish. Okay, sweet. Hell yeah. Sapphire's posting the Venmo link if anybody wants to get down with the kickdown. I'm so grateful. I'm like fucking like just I honestly don't know what to say. You guys are fucking sweethearts, and like I didn't expect anything going into this. I was just like doing the only thing I could think of to try and save my ass this time, and you guys really just fucking went out of your way to be super kind and help me out. So I want to say thank you guys so much. Yeah, thank you. I'm just like, fuck, like, what do I even say, man? Like, yeah, it's really amazing, super amazing. I'm gonna do one of these. I got like these. It's I've been doing a lot of like supplemental stuff because I have only been eating rice and oatmeal a lot. So I got like these greens tablets that I stole from. I stole them from CVS actually. I like stealing from CVS. Don't call the police on me. Just kidding. You can't prove shit. Yeah. So I've been supplementing. I'm gonna have one of these. The only reason I have anything good is because I stole it from CVS or Walmart. You bet your bottom dollar, buddy. And I boycott everything else, so I don't really have a whole lot to spend money on. Wisdom says you should be good now. Oh shit. Okay, let's take a look. Wait, what is going on? Oh shit. Okay. 30. Fuck. Which number was the... Wait. Dude, thank you. You're so fucking sweet. Holy shit. Wisdom for the win here. Alright, cheers to you with my nutritional coconut. Oh, I got a nooch mustache. Nice. I should have let that completely mix in the drink there. There we go. Yes, thank you, Wisdom. Alright, I'm going to give a shout out to everybody that kicked down. And maybe I'll play you a little tune. Alright. Maybe I'll play you a tune while I read off everybody's names that kicked down. What day is it? Okay, there we go. And the first was my friend the Colonel. I don't think he's in chat right now, but he hit me up on Facebook after I made a very frantic post about my situation. So thank you, Colonel. And I hope that our paths cross again soon. Jace also kicked down. And Wisdom kicked down. And Heaven kicked down. And then Wisdom kicked down again. And again. You're so cool. Alright, so that's on the Venmo. Wait, no, that's on the Cash App. Alright. Come on. Where's my history? Sherry kicked down earlier today too in response to my Facebook post. Thank you, Sherry. I love you. And Matthew kicked down. Matthew from Olympia, who I may or may not know. And Sapphire also kicked down. That's on the Venmo. And let's take a look at the PayPal. Come on, man. Activity. There we go. Alright, we got Janet was our first kick down. And we've got Rob K. Thank you, Rob K. And Rachel Allen. Oh, I fucking did it again. I'm sorry. We got Wheezy kick down. And Gnome. And Rob K again. Thank you guys so much. Fuck yeah. Sent a little extra. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you. Alright. What song do you guys want to hear before I go? I don't want to do anything too loud because I think there's people working over there. Let's see. Oh, there's the new one that... I don't know if I remember it anymore because I didn't practice it enough. And also I put my old notebook through the wash. My old pocketbook that I wrote the song in, it went through the wash. Summer life come pouring out. Summer life pouring out from a bottle to a glass. So many good souls in this world. Yeah, I don't remember. Alright. Sam says y'all are very awesome humans. Yes, all of you are fucking incredible. I did not expect to be able to meet this goal tonight. I'm in shock actually. I'm a little tongue-tied. Yeah, that's what's going on with me. I'm like, what the fuck just happened here? Shit. I guess I'll do this little ditty. The one I started at the beginning. Well, I can do it. I can do it. Do what I've done way crazy shit 1,000 times before. I can do it. I can do it. Do what I've done way crazy shit 1,000 times before. Just because I don't know how, that doesn't mean a thing. That's just what keeps my life a little bit more interesting. A little hardship and some penny scraping. That's par for the course in a life of rubber tramping. I'm a crispy punk with no money, passing through the border of another country. They ain't got to know that I'm gonna bust the first city that I see. Driving hundreds of miles of a wilderness highway, got enough supplies to keep me alive for a few days. I'm just so happy to be free. But I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I've done way crazy shit 1,000 times before. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it, I've done way crazy shit 1,000 times before. Just because I don't know how, it doesn't mean a thing. That's just what keeps my life a little bit more interesting.
a little hardship and some penny scraping. That's par for the course in a life of Robert tramping. Driving all night long on ice roads and Yukon. Snow's coming down and I'm racing the cold front. Cars in the ditch to my left and my right, but no human life inside. I keep the wheel steady cause I wanna live. If I stop slim, something's gonna give. And if I stop now, I might not survive. But I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I've done way crazier shit 1,000 times before. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it, I've done way crazy shit 1,000 times before. Might have to start doing that one in a different key. Wisdom says, you have to come see my camp when you're back in Slavistan. I will, absolutely. Yeah, I've been really meaning to get out there and see what you're doing. Look at what you're working on. Because I'm sure it's awesome. Fucking A. What a good time. Oh, my phone's dying. Perfect time to wrap it up, actually. Okay. Join the Discord server. Even if you're old and you're scared of new things, join it. It's fun. And thank you. Thanks again. I cannot thank you enough. I'm in shock. Like I said, thank you. And I will do some follow-up streams. May or may not tomorrow, depending on how busy it is. But I will be doing some updates throughout the week. Let you know how things are going. And I do have some fun stuff that I'm going to post to the Patreon as well. From my last couple adventures to Slabs and Wasteland that only people on the Patreon are going to get to see. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're watching this on replay and you want to be really nice and you don't care that I already reached my goal, you can donate still. It will all 100% go to, like, very real concrete things that I need to keep my fucking life in order. And the more my life is in order, the more I can make better content and do cool stuff and be able to walk and drive places mostly and eat. Like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But, you know, you take care of the basic needs, you can start doing cooler stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna fuck off, and I'll see y'all later. I'll see you in the Discord. Okay, bye everybody. I hope that you have a wonderful night. Thanks again from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys. Take it easy.